Good morning everyone, they just released more information about what is going to happen to base PSO2 when New Genesis comes out, which actually gives me a lot of hope that New Genesis is actually maybe I'm making a big assumption here, might actually come out a lot earlier than we expected. So my estimation, or my guesstimation, is it's actually going to come out on June 9th. June 9th is literally in 3 weeks. I think it's coming out on June 9th. And the reason for that is because they're posting this information out way too early, and we still don't have the graphics update yet. So what I'm thinking is we might not get the graphics update until New Genesis comes out, because it's literally coming out in 3 weeks, and that the team at Sega, or the global team, is spending all of their resources making sure prepping up the New Genesis release, which is why we haven't gotten the graphics update in so long. So that's what I think. But if we do get the graphics update next week, well, that's great, because that keeps us busy for a little bit longer. But that's not the topic for today's video. Today's video is all about the big, massive changes they're making with base PSO2 when New Genesis comes out. But before we talk about that, if you're new to the channel, I upload PSO2 content daily, so if you do play this game, I'd really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So you can see right here, changes coming to PSO2 with the release of New Genesis. So there is a lot of text over here, but we're just going to go through the important stuff, or we're just going to skim through it. So the very first thing that I need to clarify to everyone is these changes will not come out until New Genesis comes out, alright? So only when New Genesis is out will these changes kick in. So what are the changes? First of all is the end of PSO2 login bonuses. You know, when we log in, we get like star gems and like extreme passes and stuff like that. Well, we will no longer get all of those items on PSO2 because they are adding in the New Genesis login bonuses instead. So if you want to get your login bonuses, you need to log in to New Genesis, and there's where you're going to get all your rewards. And the reason for that is simply because they want to make sure that the Salon Free Pass, your Star Gems, the Color Change Pass, as well as all the new first-time platform login bonuses work on New Genesis. So you're literally getting all of these rewards in New Genesis, okay? So now what exactly are these new first-time login rewards? They're literally a repeat of all the regular login rewards we had before, but a little bit more simplified. So if you play on Steam, you will get an emote. You'll get 720 headcrab emote. For those who play on Steam right now, you guys probably already have this emote, but you're just gonna get another copy for New Genesis. You'll also get 5 N Halfscape dolls. You're gonna notice that they have a little N in the front now, and that signifies that this item is specifically used in New Genesis. If you don't have the N in the front, then it simply means those items are made for base PSO2. Now don't forget that all of these weapon camos over here, for example if you play on the Windows 10 store, these weapon camos will work both in base PSO2 and will also work in New Genesis. So they did say that it is a new first-time platform login reward will be available, so I don't know if you can double dip. Because for example, like the Steam rewards, the Epic Game rewards, the Windows 10 rewards, I've gotten all of these rewards already. Mainly because I did the campaign when it originally first came out, like the Windows 10 one, the Steam one, the Epic Games one. When the game first released for that platform, there was a campaign which allowed you to get all of these camos over here. So I don't know if it's going to be a repeat where you can get another copy. But I wouldn't be surprised if you could, to be honest. Because these weapon camos, you know, they're just weapon camos. There's nothing super duper special, but I did sell all of my Epic Game weapon camos actually, so maybe getting another copy might not be a bad idea. Alright, the next thing is the items available from PSO2 Arks Missions. So as we all know, right now when we complete our Arks Missions, which is basically our dailies, when we complete our dailies, we get Tri Boost, Enhancement Success Rate, Augmentation Aids, and Lambda Grinders, but they're increasing the amounts. So we're going to be getting a lot more. So basically just fast tracking your PSO2 progression, which is really nice. We are also getting PSO2 special presents. So you know the recommended missions that you can do 4 a day, where you get like the little box or present that you open. Now when you open these chests, there's a higher chance of getting silver keys, gold keys, and Rappy Fever keys. However, Magatsu keys will be removed, both silver and gold. So that kind of sucks because Magatsu keys were a source of star gems. However, they probably don't want us to be farming those for star gems. They're probably going to have an equivalent activity in New Genesis to get star gems because they really want people to play New Genesis. You know, that's the direction they're going. But if you still want to play base PSO2, it's not the end of the world because you can still power level yourself pretty easily. You're getting, it's a lot of quality of life stuff over here. Now this sucks a little bit. This makes me a little bit sad, but the end of the Fresh Find Shop and the introduction of the Treasure Shop. For those who don't know what the Treasure Shop is, it is a new NPC. NPC's right next to the Titles Keeper, and she's just going to sell you a bunch of stuff, and I think her shop rotates every week as well. I'm not entirely sure, but I will miss the Fresh Find Shop because I like the Fresh Find Shop. Just being able to see something new every single day, it felt nice, you know? There was always a sense of like, ooh, I want to log in today because I want to see what's going on. So I do hope that they do implement a Fresh Find Shop in New Genesis or something along those lines, so that we still have that you know, that drive to log in every day to just see what's new, because Fresh Finds was definitely something that I logged in every day for, because I wanted to see if there was any cool cosmetics or emotes that I could buy with star gems, since Fresh Find Shop was exclusively star gems. And that's actually where I got most of my fashion, like my little crown, my worldly maiden, my little hair accessory. They are all Fresh Finds exclusives. So I do hope that there is a Fresh Finds, or like it returns in New Genesis or something. Next up is another big change, and that is PSO2 Day. So they are increasing the amount of EXP as well as the rare drop from 100% to 200%, which is great. They're also adding like a boost day by giving us 15% more augmentation aid during PSO2 Day, which is awesome, and an item enhancement aid plus 10%, which is really, really cool. And of course the EXP plus 15% when enhancing weapons. So this is a very nice addition, basically boost week but concentrated into one day, which is going to be PSO2 Day. However, they are doing some questionable things over here. They are discontinuing Premium User Appreciation Day, so that is every month the 22nd. They're removing that, but they do say here that they do plan to put in these things into New Genesis, so it's not the end of the world. They're just removing it out of base PSO2. They're also removing the login stamp plus 1 bonus, and they're also removing the Tokyo bonus key golds that we're getting, and they're also taking away the 44 star gems that we get on PSO2 Day, but they're putting it into New Genesis instead. So again, this is following the entire trend of, hey guys, play PSO2 New Genesis, please, please, please. So that's definitely the direction they're going. Next up over here are PSO2 event lobbies and limited time enemies. You can look through this yourself. I will leave the link in the description below. Then there's this, which really makes me scratch my head, but I guess it's just to have less workload for Sega, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, but they're removing scheduled urgent quests. So right now, if you go to the official PSO2 website, you go to news, you'll notice there's calendar. And when you click on calendar, it tells you when specific urgent quests are coming out in your time zone. So you can plan your day and kind of schedule things, but they're removing that and they're replacing them with only spontaneous urgent quests, which means we don't know what urgent quest is ever going to come up. It's just pure randomness, which is kind of weird, but maybe they're doing this because they're going to be replacing the calendar over here with New Genesis scheduled urgent quests, maybe. So I mean, it's not the end of the world, but if you did enjoy playing base PSO2, this kind of sucks, because certain urgent quests like Twisted with Hatred, which is the super true profound darkness, that kind of takes a little bit of planning to get 4 geared people to attempt to do it, and without a schedule, you're kind of like, you know, it's just kind of spontaneous. It's like, oh crap, it popped up, everyone get in position, and so it's a lot harder to plan around it, which kind of sucks, kind of weird. I don't really know the direction on why, or the reasoning on why they did this, but it is what it is. Next up is features for returning players as well as the friend referral system. They are simply just removing it. So if you haven't done the returning player stuff, you know, you can get like Stella Wall, some Tri Boost. You get the returning player icon, which is like a little leaf, which is pretty cool. But yeah, all of this is getting removed. And the friend referral system where you can get the Arks badge blues or in whites, this is also being removed. And last but not least, they're changing the genders. So instead of saying male and female, it's just simply going to tell you body type 1 and body type 2, but it's essentially the same thing, okay? But yeah, that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about in this new update. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the rest.